All right, this is my Honda EU2000i inverter generator. It's fantastic, actually, but it's time to change the spark plug. So it's been a few years. I don't use it so much anymore because I have a whole house one. But anyway, I figured good time to change it. This is a Honda CR5HSB. All right, and the part number is 98056-55777. The spark plugs are under here. Basically, lift this up, pull that out, and there's a spark plug right there. Let me get something to change this. I'd take a deep socket wrench. This one is, what is this one? 5/8 of an inch. Take it out of here. This was actually really dirty. I took some sandpaper and tried to clean it off, and it ran, but I'm looking for it to run really well. All right, so here's the old spark plug. Here's the new one. Hopefully it's the same thing. Got it on Amazon for like $5. Yep, same thing. So put it in there. Spin it by hand. Ratchet. And then I'll give it the old college try and see if it works. Happens to be freezing outside today. Not that that matters. This thing is, believe it or not, this thing has never really started up that easily. I don't know why this generator, Honda's supposed to be the best, and I have like my Honda power washer over there. Starts right up, like one pull. For some reason, this thing doesn't start as well as it should. But it's never not started. All right, so let's put this back on. This is a little finicky. There it goes. All right, it sits down. It's all the way on. It's in. I actually just changed the oil on this last week. So let's take this outside. I could fire it up inside, but I'd probably die from the carbon monoxide. So that's not a good idea to ever run a generator inside. All right. So let's put this down. A little tripod thingamajig. All right, we'll see how this works. First thing you do is you open the vent. And take off the, turn it to on. Choke it. See what happens. Oh, there's a choke right there. Oh, and you know what? You should turn off the eco throttle. Let's see if it starts. It does start right up. Right, there's a choke on. And it runs much better with the new. Well, it ran much better. It actually runs much better with the spark plug. It would. This happens to be a great generator. But absolutely no complaints. The thing is fantastic. Like I said, I've had another one that I wired into my house. But before I had this, I actually made an illegal suicide plug with 2 males. Ran this through my washing machine inlet because it was 30 amp. And I mean, it ran everything but anything that was 220. So in other words, it ran the heat in the house, ran a bunch of lights, ran a small refrigerator. But watch, here's the eco throttle. So it throttles way down, okay? This thing is extremely quiet. I mean, it's extremely quiet. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably the most quiet gas motor. I'm standing. I'm like 10 inches from it. Let's see. Now it's not. It's running. It could use a little tune-up. I hate to call it a tune-up, but running a little bit rough. However, I mean, it's never died. I mean, it's been great. No complaints at all. Maybe it's running a little rough right now because it's cold out here. It's probably about 35 degrees, but it's fantastic. I highly recommend this generator. I mean, the portability is great. Here, it's not light. Maybe it's 45 pounds, 50 pounds, something like that. But I use it for all, like if I'm gonna vacuum, I have over here on the side of my house, I have like the air conditioners, and I haven't covered them up yet for the winter. But like, let's say I'm gonna go outside and vacuum inside of there. I'll hook the vacuum up. I'll carry this out instead of running a giant extension cord into my basement. I'll carry this outside. When I pulled the sand out of my pool filter, same thing. Brought this outside, put the vacuum cleaner on, sucked it right out. It's extremely handy. I used it also when I sprayed the fence, because this fence goes all the way back there, and I'd have to run 200 feet of electrical line to get it back into the house to use the air sprayer. So you just bring this out there. I've used this to inflate air mattresses on camping trips. You know, you run it for a second. Is it a animal? No, but it's got plenty of power. It really does. The biggest draw, believe it or not, is like the coffee maker. The coffee maker uses uses quite a bit of electricity. You know, really makes this thing surge. But that's it. The best generator, really best generator I've ever had. The thing is fabulous. And now it's running like a champ. It's got some new oil, like I said, new oil in there. And that's it. Well, thanks for watching. You really can't appreciate how quiet this is, but it's extremely quiet. That's it.